Welcome back to our New Day Cleveland Holiday Feast. I caught up with Hank from Mr. Brisket to learn about deconstructed turkey.
One of the things that I noticed over the years when you're selling turkeys to people at Thanksgiving is, turkey can be a little tricky to cook. You have a whole bird, and when you have a whole bird, they dry out the white meat, the dark meat doesn't get done enough, you get a raw spot often right in here. So I started saying to my customers, how about I cut it up for you?
Okay.
And I call this a turkey deconstruction. The advantages to cutting it up are it's much easier to cook. The only disadvantage that you can come up with is you don't have the cavity anymore to stuff, and you don't get the presentation, but as I'm going to show in a few minutes, it works out pretty well and it makes things a lot easier. We're going to just take this turkey apart. We're taking off the leg right now. So I'm going to separate the thigh and the drumstick. Now we're going to take off the wing. There's not a ton of meat on the turkey wings, but there's enough. It's a good nibble. Now roasting the breast can be tricky, and carving the breast is by far the hardest part when you're cooking a turkey. So what I'm going to do is bone out the breast. What I'd recommend to do before you put it in the oven, pat everything dry, season it any way you want, and at that point, put it in the oven, and this is what you get. Now you have the wings, you have the drumsticks, you have the thighs, you have the breast. The best part about the breast is it's boneless.
Thanks, Hank. Mr. Brisket has been serving Northeast Ohio since 1974. Take a look at all they have to offer.
Mr. Brisket is a boutique butcher shop. We specialize in USDA prime and Wagyu beef, and we sell premium quality cuts. We also do prepared food, some deli sandwiches and some light catering. People call us looking for beef tenderloin fillets and rib steak and strip steak, very popular cuts. So we sell a lot of those and carry a lot of that, but we also have things like hanger steak and outside skirt steak, also buco, a lot of short rib these days. You just missed the Mr. Brisket. He was just here for a minute.
I finished graduate school and needed to make a living. My mother had remarried a Canadian guy and said, look, I've got 2 accounts. All you have to do is go to a packing house, pick up these short ribs, throw them in your trunk, and deliver them to this restaurant, and you make money. So I figured, what the hell, let's do it. I started in the basement of my house, in the back of my car, and the rest is history. My main claim to fame is I like schmoozing on the telephone. And that's really what did it. I retired, unfortunately, St. Patrick's Day, March 17th of 2020. And the next day or two, the whole country shut down. And that was the end for me. So I come in and I aggravate Hank, and that's about it.
That's you. All right, thanks. Good to see you. One thing that was unique about Mr. Brisket was no one in Cleveland was selling quality meat products. I mean, no one. There were no supermarkets doing it. There were no other butcher shops doing it. We were, without question, the first people in Northeast Ohio to sell premium quality meat products, and that's something we still do, and it's something we take pride in. We make fabulous brisket. This is USDA prime brisket, and this is made with our famous recipe, which my stepdad invented, with cola and chili sauce and onion soup mix. It's a very sweet au jus, and it tastes good. Aaron, who's my meat smoking specialist, has a really terrific smoker off-site, and he does for us some brisket burnt ends and some pulled pork. You've got a Duke, which is like a signature sandwich. That's corned beef, brisket, pastrami, and turkey. It's 1 pound sandwich. I think it's the biggest deli sandwich in Cleveland. We have a Reuben, which is a grilled corned beef sandwich, and then we have a barbecue brisket sandwich. We're an iconic Cleveland business. And that's something that's thrown around a lot, but I think in our case, we can claim that we are a bit of history here in Northeast Ohio. There's always people that have never heard of us. We're always trying to get the word out a little better. We're fortunate to have a great reputation in Cleveland, Ohio for being known for premium quality. But I think a pan of Mr. Brisket is just a fabulous Cleveland tradition that more people should take advantage of.